SoFlowRadio.com. We take comedy seriously. SoFlowRadio.com.
Oh, baby, you got some nice shabos.
Girlfriend IMs me that Banksy just put up a 9/11 tribute piece down there in Tribeca. So I close my browser window full of TNA and I check it out online. Nothing spectacular, like, some of his past works. But hey, the lemmings still wound up showing up in droves. I mean, look at this. How dumb, bored, and unemployed do you have to be to take time out of your day to travel to see this? Not that it's that bad that it deserved to be pissed on by this dog here, but call me a dummy, but if you don't honor the fallen with the truth, then who's the real dummy? So it got me thinking. I'm like, how can I bring more relevance and depth to this piece? However, I'm not gonna deface another man's work to do this. I say to each idiot his own. Unlike the moron in Red Hook who tagged and painted over Banksy's red balloon there. In fact, it got so bad there, the building's owner had to cover it up with this steel cage here. However, if I could harmlessly add to this piece and give it a totally different spin, then hey, why not? Like the time in the Louvre when I put a dollop of mayonnaise on the Mona Lisa's face. Let me tell you, until the staff wiped it off, Mona was no longer the lady with the most beautiful smile. No, she was just another dirty, filthy whore who looked like she just went down on a wishkadito. And quite well at that, I might add. So I was thinking, what could I do? And then it hit me. So I scribbled some words on half a brown paper bag, I grabbed a can of pink spray paint and hopped on my motorcycle. Naturally, I took my plate off because I'm a dummy, but I'm no dummy. I don't need to get pinched for this nonsense. So I rumble up on the corner there in Tribeca and I walk through the crowd of these bored, dumb, unemployed hipster idiots. I duct tape my sign over Banksy's piece, which later somebody ripped to the ground. But anyway, now it's time for a little street theater. So I turn to the crowd and I start shaking my can of pink spray paint, which provoked this real dainty metrosexual hipster to run up to me. He's like, hey, you're not gonna deface it. I'm like, calm down there, lady boy. I'm not gonna touch it. I'm just gonna add to it. In pink. Your color, sweetie. So as I'm spray painting, I hear someone in the crowd yell out, oh, he's a truther. Fucking idiots, truther. About all I am is a dummy with a clue. But hey, in today's world, that makes me a fucking genius.
Welcome to Brick Wall Sessions Comedy
let
Radio.
me give these dumb...
What you just heard there was from a very close friend of mine from New York City. The first time I ever performed there, some guy was heckling me. And he's here with us tonight, along with another close friend of mine here from South Florida, Mr. Simply Seth. But the name of the person that made that sketch is none other than Johnny T. Solito. What's up, Johnny?
Hey, yo, what do you say, Manny? Thanks for having me on.
So, Johnny, do you remember the first time we met?
Nobody else
See,
did.
that's the kind of laughter he was doing in the back while I was bombing on stage. Everybody, dead silence. And he's just in the back. Ha, 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 ha. So I'm up there. I'm self-conscious. We have a call already? No calls yet? Oh, is that what it is? Yeah, something like that. Because when I first started, it took me about 2 years before I got continuous laughter. Punchline after punchline. First time I ever went up on stage, it was 7 minutes of pure silence over at the Miami Improv. Now, they give you 5 minutes for bringing 10 people. Yeah. And I was bombing so bad that they decided to give me a full 7 instead. Damn. It was that kind of show where everybody was just paying attention on how bad this one performer was. That after my set was over, they played Hit the Road Jack.
Did they?
Do you have a soundbite for that? Close enough. So me being cocky, I then decided to go to New York like 3 months after I started doing comedy just to see what the scene is like over there. First guy I really met was Johnny Solito, and what are you in town for, Johnny?
My family's falling apart. I had to come down and broker some peace.
Yeah?
Yeah, my mom's down here visiting my brother. And for some sunshine.
Now about your sketch, Johnny, would you say like you're a big conspiracy theorist? Or?
No, I say I am a coincidence or conspiracy theorist. There's no conspiracy, just a lot of Exactly. Same bad apples turning up in the same place. Like, look at this election, right? Got another Clinton and Bush. Those criminals have been running the country for like 40 years.
Excuse me for 1 second, John. We have last minute comedian here, Chris Cain,
Mr. Cain.
a.k.a. Sexy Comedy. Look at those biceps. What's up, man? So we're talking about conspiracy theories here, and Johnny Solito, his online presence is just conspiracy after conspiracy with the occasional SpongeBob outfit. What do you do during the day, Johnny?
Well, comedy doesn't pay the bills all the time, so I find silly sells. So I push a pedicab during rush hour in Manhattan wearing a SpongeBob T-shirt and a propeller-topped cap.
Now, do you need a special license to do such a thing?
Yeah, you didn't need any licenses, but all these different Tajikistan, they come in, they just rip the tour. They'll take you 2 blocks for like $200. So like, we're gonna have to regulate this. So they have to have license, insurance, just like a regular seat belts.
And are the taxes really high up there?
Well, I only pay taxes on the credit cards. Maybe I shouldn't have said that.
Now, Seth, Chris, you guys believe in conspiracy theories? Anything at all? Anything sticks out online? Illuminati, inside job, anything like that?
We say hand job. What?
Okay.
Nice. Hey-o.
Yeah. There's a lot of theories out there. I heard Janet Jackson has like a daughter that's like not her daughter that she's not claiming.
I want to know if Beyonce had that baby.
Heard that one too.
I heard about that Beyonce thing too. They said she bounced back too fast.
Yeah.
Like she was sexy like 2 days later.
I think it's a
APAC.
conspiracy that you guys are bringing up Beyonce in a conspiracy theory talk.
You can't talk bad about Beyonce, you know that.
The Queen Bee.
Is this? Did the Illuminati pay you guys to bring this as a topic?
I don't
You know,
wanna-
when
I don't
she
wanna
sang
mention-
for
I don't wanna mention her name.
when she sang for Obama, she lip synced. I'm sorry, she's no Aretha. Get her out of here, Queen Bee, my ass. Lip syncing for the president.
Loser. You can't compare it to Aretha though. That's like
No,
it's apples to oranges.
but Aretha used to be pop music, right? That was pop
Well,
music.
Aretha was never like a sex symbol.
No.
Like even in her heyday, she was still like
She was thick, though. I mean,
She was- come on,
to some
thick?
people. To some people.
She lost a lot of weight now though.
She looks, I saw her in Bloomingdale's a couple months ago.
Yeah.
Shitload of bodyguards, not looking good. But then,
yeah.
come on, she's
like,
70.
You can be like Aretha is vocally exceptionally talented, and that's what she is. Beyonce is vocally talented, not exceptionally so, but then she's a mogul, right? She looks amazing, dances. She's doing it since she was 16, right? There's levels to this.
Right.
They're just on different levels.
Mhm.
So, I'm leaving it at that. I don't know if it's conspiracy, but everybody likes Beyonce. And, like she's like Taylor Swift, where you can't talk bad about her, and if you do, everybody comes down on you.
Christ. I think that's the one white girl we could all say is nauseating.
I like
Can't-
looking into
can't say
conspiracies about.
There's a lot of nauseating white girls.
I like looking into conspiracies about the New World Order.
Hate white women. What is this?
Oh, come on, Taylor Swift, they
I'm
made
the
her
darkest
smoke
one here, and I
dope in
feel
New
very
York.
offended by your hate
You
of
guys
white
are
women.
adamant about pop stars.
I'm tired of these snowflakes, man. Like, what are you mad about?
I think that's your front, though, Chris. I think you say you're tired of snowflakes, but when they come around, you
No,
just
I'm
snag
saying
them all up.
that's what his sentiment was. Look, you know this, Gravito. Everyone knows this. I don't mess with snowflakes like that. Like not for real, for real.
Well, I think this is how the show should work. I'm white, so I'm going to open up the door for you guys
Right,
to crack
you
on
open-
white
you
people.
open the door
and
with
you
this
open
white
up the
hate.
door for Latinos and blacks so I could get in there.
Your white
Whatever
hate
Seth
was
is.
I don't know. I'm trying to figure out.
I just open for Indian people that work for me pretty good.
that white hate was perfect. It was pitch perfect. So
What do you have against the snowflakes, Chris?
there's nothing against them. It's like we all have preferences, right? Like I like black and Latin, and then Asian, and then white. That's how my four go, right? So people see me as, oh, you probably one of those black dudes that mess with white girls. And I only mess with white girls that mess with me,
All right.
right? I don't pursue white girls. I don't have to. I'm black.
Black girls don't like that.
Well,
Right? They kick your ass.
black girls don't like a lot of things.
Very good point.
That's a
You know what?
conspiracy.
That's probably you playing hard to get.
That's why he's not into black girls.
No, black girls are number one. I love black women. My mama's
You don't
black.
have to say that.
No, I'm real. I love. Look, man, you know, I love black women. I love Latin women. I like a girl with a little bit of. I can't deal with a white girl with a pancake. I can't.
You
I can't.
flat ass.
Now, what
Let's call it a pancake.
What about
you
a
know?
white girl that's thick though?
Those are the ones that pursue me.
That's
and
what
I
I mean,
fuck
yeah.
with. Can I say that? Can I mess?
Yeah.
Oh, and I fuck with them But they come to me though.
You can be a little more discreet if you want. Like, how do you get them?
Like,
how do you do it?
This is the thing. Those white girls are always pursued by black and Latin dudes because they're white girls with booty. That's just how it is, right? Their whole lives when they was like 13 and they got a little bit of curve, like some Latin dude was like, oh, hey. And then some black dude was like, hey, boo, what that thing do? And then those are girls, they're pursued by us.
Right.
So then when they get to like 19 and 20, those are the white girls that say, oh, I only mess with black guys.
We give those white girls up to the black guys.
Yeah, y'all give them up to us.
So basically, what he's saying is that he can't handle a black girl. Then that's what it is. You want a white girl with a pancake ass, little ass pussy with some big ass titties. That's what it is.
I ain't saying
Chris
nothing,
Cain.
I ain't saying nothing like that. And you misconstruing my words, Kiki. Whatever you trying to be right now.
My name is Laquanda, nigga. Get it right.
What's this?
Have you ever?
Say right shit.
Have you ever been beat up by a black girl?
Never. White
girl?
Black girl. No girl. Look,
Finna get your ass kicked tonight, though, nigga.
women. I'm very honest with women. Sometimes to a fault. I feel like dudes who get attacked by women are ones who are being dishonest. They're cheating. They got 3 phones. No, he messing with her best friend who live across the street, which is some scandalous shit. Like, I'm very honest with girls. If I'm fucking with you, I'm fucking with you. If I'm not, hey, I'm out the door. Like, if you don't like me, that's cool. But it never gets physical. They may be like, look, I'm deleting your number. Fuck you, blah, blah. I'm like, all right, cool. But we good after that. They don't catch me at work throwing bricks through the doors and coming. I'm not about that life. I don't like that drama.
I'm totally opposite. First date, I beat the shit out of her ass. I beat the fuck out of her because the relationship could only get better from there. It could only go up.
You can go to jail from there. You can only go down. You can only go down. You beat her. Like, what you did? I beat some girl up, and then you gonna beat her in jail.
But after that, it only gets better. See?
In jail?
Nah, you get out.
You gotta go through that jail routine where you some dudes, Laquanda, that I feel like you went way worse.
Oh, you want to talk to me now?
I don't. I'm not in jail. I don't ever want to talk to Laquanda. I don't like that.
Well, speaking of preferences with the ladies, are you a mixed race there, Seth?
Absolutely not. Just well, yeah, I am actually. Come think about it.
You Rick James over here?
In the head, too.
Well, it all depends on how I'm feeling, because sometimes I just feel like a nut, and sometimes I don't.
We still don't know anything about your race right
Yeah,
now. Like,
we
we're
have
very
no. All right,
confused.
if you guys,
I'm very
they,
confused.
only certain people online, but I mean, for the people listening on
We
radio,
got to describe Seth. He looks like a white
Seth,
boy.
Seth is
Shitload of dreads.
I have
he's
no
got
idea.
blonde eyebrows
Dreads.
Yeah.
and
If you told me you were from Amsterdam, I'd be like, yep. You told me you're Jamaican, I'd be like, yeah. I have
Hochatet.
no idea.
Hochatet. Samsa. That's Deutsch.
See?
Hey, Fauka.
You.
Klotzak.
I feel like this has been like a minute. We don't know anything about you still. He asked you a very direct
See
question.
your comedy
You're giving us
credentials,
nothing back.
Seth, please.
What are you, man?
German
I
Jamaican.
gotta know.
German Jamaican.
Well, as I was explaining to the lady earlier, I was actually born in Japan.
Okay.
So once I came to the United States, I got teased a lot because of my name and stuff. So I had to actually change my name. I took an American name. So I changed it for my Japanese name.
What was your Japanese name?
Hung Long.
Hey,
Oh my God.
You
You walked right into that.
That's
one, Chris.
Chinese.
You walked right into that.
I mean, it looked like what? It's like Mandarin shit. Like,
Hey, what's going on now? The Pope and not the King of China, right? The President of China. They're all in D.C. now.
Is there a conspiracy for that?
Oh, I saw a lot of little Chinese boys coming off the plane, and the Pope is not
Pope
too
is
far behind him.
Speaking of that, I'm not Catholic, but I certainly would not be handing my son to the Pope to be kissed. I mean, that's just me.
I never heard any conspiracies about the Pope himself touching boys, just like his cardinals and the people.
It always starts at the
directly
top.
When did that last Pope quit? When did
Yeah,
the Pope
He's like
And-
ever quit?
107
and
years
how
old. What do you
evil
mean?
he
I think
looked.
dying.
I heard it was a case of chlamydia from altar boys, or as I like to call them, victims in waiting. You never have your son become an altar boy.
What do they call that move in wrestling when they have you like this behind your neck?
Like the-
A rear naked chokehold.
No, it's like they put their arms,
How specific?
behind, full Nelson.
Okay.
Full Nelson. Then they had the one arm is what?
Half Nelson.
Nelson. And then with the hands on your shoulders is what? Father Nelson. Yeah. That's
Perfect.
This little drum roll is hitting it right now.
Well, like I was saying, I think the only conspiracy theory that I believe in is the New World Order. I mean, I don't really think it's as organized as the way they say it online. But when I look at Disney movies, There's got to be like at least. What do you think, Johnny?
How about the Disney movies where they're drawing subtle penises, like in the lion's mane and stuff like that? Yeah, let's hear it for penis.
Right
Penis
now,
in Disney
this
movies.
soundtrack is on point.
Sexualizing kids much too young.
What about the
Disney.
dildo on the Little Mermaid on the top?
Yeah, all that nonsense.
I feel like
Right?
if you really want to find a dildo, you can find it in most things, though.
If you look,
Like, if you look really, if you look at any painting or you look at any, you can find one that's like, oh, like there it is.
Yeah,
Whatever.
yeah,
It may not
that's
be
true.
as big as a Disney one. But
I think a lot of do you think a lot of conspiracy theories have to do with a lot of drug taking in order to find things like that? What do you think, Johnny?
I think it. Well, I think it. Well, I think it opens your mind up to accept that we're all slaves. I know black people had the market cornered on slaves, but you got to realize
There've been plenty of
we're not
slaves in
free.
history.
We're not. We're the whole.
Oh, yeah, I know that. For
All the
sure.
shit. The media. They're all all this shit. Engineering. They're not going to let people come up with a grassroots movement and do whatever you want. Right. We're like little slaves. We're all on this financial plantation.
Do you think
slaves?
Do you think the elections are now a good thing or a bad thing? Like the options we're not having.
Well, you can't really say fantasy is good or bad. There's no election. Now we have like Trump and what's that other moron? He's boring black guy. What's that guy's
Ben
name?
Carson.
Casey?
Carson.
Carson? That's like if Obama was like one of these like pool inflatables and you took all the air out. That's Ben Carson. That is like the most boring black dude guy. I mean, he's a nice guy. He's got no juice.
he's a surgeon. I feel like he never has to like interact with people.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like he doesn't have any personal. Like he's not a politician.
Right.
Every time I hear him talk, like if you just saw him and looked at his credentials, you're like, oh, that's a really. Like black people
guy.
want to get behind him. We like he looks like Obama's like uncle or some shit. Like we want to get behind him, and then he starts talking, and we're like, wait,
Black
what?
people.
What is he saying? And he's like, he's brilliant, but he'll say some dumb shit like race wasn't an issue or race has never been an issue in this country until now. I'm like, what country do you live in, dude?
What kind
Like,
of black person are you?
if you're the first to do what you did at Hopkins, that should probably tell you something about the country you live in, right? Like just on that very like forget like police and all that stuff. Like it shouldn't be a big deal when Viola Davis wins an Emmy as the first like lead actress to win that. Like Emmy's been around for how long? 60-something years?
Not as long as black people.
We started this shit, man.
You know what? I feel black people they would sooner vote for Bill Cosby than that Ben guy.
We hate Bill Cosby.
You hate Bill Cosby?
Bill Cosby is in the same position that like O.J. Simpson's in,
Here's the thing.
where we just gave him away. We gave him away.
I'm still
gave
love
him
my
away.
Jello
Gave him away.
pudding
Like
pops.
him, Condoleezza, O.J.
What did Condoleezza do?
She was like Bush's right hand chick. Black people hate Bush, you know that.
Yeah, but she achieved at least. She
No,
got up
look,
there.
Condoleezza is very accomplished. She's a brilliant woman, but
You see, Cain, you don't know how to eat the Jello pudding pops.
Black people are finicky, Bill. Is that why you were drugging out white bitches?
Well, they're very easy to drug. That's the whole thing.
I feel like Bill Cosby's on drugs currently. You drug yourself by mistake. That's what I just heard you say.
Put it in my Jello pudding pops. Yeah, Chris.
You can't get high on your own supply, man. That's rule. That's black rules. That's why we don't fuck with Cosby
Me
no more.
and Camille love the Jello pudding pops.
I don't think Camille liked the pudding pot. That's why you was drugging waitresses at Denny's and shit.
What would you guys think if Bill dropped another hour special?
If only he explained all the way he did to these girls for an hour.
Yeah.
Then
Like
then
that
I'll
would be
be
great
interested in listening
material.
to
Like
him.
if he went down the list.
Yeah.
He's like, I was filming Doctor Who. And then he went into like this long ass
yeah.
story.
He
Then I'll
tells
be,
the story on how
I'll be
it
interested in how it happened. Like, yeah, he should be thrown in jail immediately afterwards, but let's get it out there. We have 40 women saying one thing, and him like, hey, I plead the fifth. You can't plead the fifth when you got 40 white girls yelling at you, dude. You're going to jail for life.
Yeah.
I consider myself to be pretty observant, but I missed all those subtle details of the penises with the Little Mermaid and all that other stuff.
On the
like
Cosby
that.
Show. Oh man, they were everywhere.
But I had a question for you guys. I
You
saw
remember the intro?
something on Facebook yesterday, and it was a stripper, and he actually bent over and put his head between his legs, and he sucked his own penis. So I was wondering, so if you suck your own penis, does that make you gay? If you suck a
Absolutely.
penis?
Why are
Very
we talking
lucky.
about
Makes you still half the reason why I took yoga. But I'm
Why are we
still not
talking
there.
about some dude-
Oh, yeah, I'm still not there.
That's a conspiracy theory that you have to ask that question.
Hey, how about Waka Waka? What's that rapper's name?
Waka
Oh.
Flocka?
Yeah.
Waka Flocka came out and he was like, "Oh, fuck, Caitlyn, can you curse on this radio station?" Yeah,
I've
all
been
right.
cursing this whole time. I was like, this shit was all 20
Caitlyn Jenner,
minutes
he
ago.
was, he wasn't into the transgenders and He was laying all that shit down.
Shut up, bitch!
I like our sound man. He's got the funniest set, but he's
on
so
point.
serious. Look at him. He's not
You
cracking
got
a smile or
150
anything.
queued up. I'm gonna get you, suckers. Like, nah, if I found
What's
I
funny
put that in
business is
somewhere.
serious business.
Anytime someone brings up like Caitlyn, it immediately starts a firestorm because like people can't just say, "I'm not cool with it," without people like attacking you, right? Like it's weird a little bit, especially when he's like on ESPN as a 6'4", strong jaw woman dude kind of thing, right? It's like he was an Olympic hero. He was on the covers of a Wheaties box. At some point, he was like the biggest dude in sports, and now it's like, oh yeah, I gave all that up to be a chick. But he's like, I don't know.
I don't even think he's got because he has enough money to finish, and he hasn't even done the other part yet. And so I don't know. What
I think that's a
You'll learn
conspiracy
what a
when he
long
changed
dick
his
look like
sex gender
today.
because it was the finale of the Kardashians. So I think it was just trying to bring up the ratings. I mean, he didn't even chop off his penis; he still has it.
That's what I'm saying.
He's not committed.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like
It
if
could be
you're
just a TV show thing.
from experience, I know for a fact that transvestites are going to wait until the last minute to tell you they're transvestites.
You want to tell that story?
Oh, really? From experience.
I want to hear the story. His girlfriend.
no way you're gonna get it on television.
Once they have your little dick in your hand, well, maybe big. I don't know, Manny. Maybe a big dick.
It's like, tell me about your ex.
By the way,
well, this is one thing in Panama. He had a okay. Anyway, let's not talk about the past.
you know what? One of the cruelest conspiracies is that we have a 6-pack of Corona here and we have no bottle opener.
That's quite the conspiracy.
I don't think I have one of this. I don't drink. That's a conspiracy. Y'all brought me here, tempted me with chips and fucking beer.
Oh yeah, do you want some of this?
No, I don't want any of that. So that's a conspiracy. You know I don't want any of
Oh,
it.
conspiracy solved. Can we get this? There we go.
Well, about the sketch that we were playing earlier before the show started. Tell us a little bit on what you did. You went over to a Banksy.
So
you
Banksy,
were
that's
the
when-
legitimate guy.
Yeah, when Banksy was in New York City, he was putting up his art all over the place. So my girlfriend had called me up. She's like, "Oh, he just did a 9/11 piece in Tribeca." I'm like, "Are you kidding me?" So I was like, because I do a lot of short films. So I was like, I'm a big, it was an inside job. So I go, I got it. And when he was putting up his shit, people were defacing it. So I said, I'm not going to deface it, but I'm going to put a little spin. So all the hipsters were out there. So I just pulled up on my motorcycle and I had a candle.
So was it a fresh art job?
It was up maybe not even an hour, but it got out, so all the hipsters are there taking photos. So there had to be at least maybe 40 people there. So I got off my motorcycle with a can of spray paint and I walked right up to. And besides the piece, I wrote "Inside Job" and then I drew an arrow to it. So they didn't know whether it was performance art, but then some of them were getting really violent. But hipsters. Sissies. Can we say sissies? I guess we can. It's your show. Fags.
We said
They're
fuck
fags.
at some
Hipsters.
point.
Straight male hipsters, fags.
You can say fuck, but
Fucking fags, right? Could we say
Watch
that?
your language with
All right.
sissy, man.
But as a stupid goomba from the streets of Brooklyn, I'm not really intimidated. But there you go, hipsters. So I just kind of walked. I did it. I walked out. Then I sent a little piece to the New York Post, and I got it in the paper. It was beautiful. Then I made a little. It came out nice actually, and I put a little truth on the spin. I spun a little truth on it.
And while you were spray painting it, all the hipsters.
Some
sissies
hipsters are like,
were-
"Oh, what the fuck you doing?" But that's all hipsters are gonna do. Yell like little
they'll
Nancy's.
do that and then drink their coffee.
Yeah,
and walk
you know.
right in their flip flops.
They're not gonna drop their. They're not gonna put down their triple latte.
So can we get back on the gay subject? We was talking about. You said what? Somebody said something about penis.
Penis. We can get back
Oh,
on penis.
I don't think anybody's
Or
saying anything
on
about
top
sorry.
of penis.
I was
Did you hear anything
confused.
about I didn't hear anything about
I was confused.
How about some lesbian stories?
Awesome.
All right. How about some
Are
lesbian
you into
stories
girl
of
on girl
our-
action,
this is
Chris?
good, this is good,
Absolutely.
this
I
is
love
good.
lesbians.
It's actually a presidential lesbian story. I know this detective. He's older. He's like 65. Whenever the like a presidential wife or president comes in, they stay at the Sheraton, 73rd and 53rd in Manhattan. So he hadn't seen this. He's an Italian detective, like 60 years old, New Yorker. And the Secret
Is that
Service
Rocky
were in.
impression?
Yeah. And the Secret Service were
generic
in.
Italian.
And he
Yeah,
was an
forget about
Irish Catholic guy.
All right.
From Boston. They hadn't seen each other in a while. So the Italian detective's like, "Hey, what happened? 2:00 this morning." He goes, "We had to break perimeter and let like 4 or 5 20-year-old girls into the hotel," is what this goomba says. So the Secret Service agent, Irish Catholic, right? Pope, yeah, right? He's like, "Oh, don't you know?" He goes, "Anytime Hillary's traveling alone, it's always a girls' party up in the hotel." So
But that ruins the whole lesbian fantasy because Hillary.
Well, I mean, when you married a man and it went national and he
stuck a cigar and
fornicated with, I think you would have to assess
That's his job to put the soundtrack
That's your
on.
love life, you know.
I'm taking jobs today, babe.
So we might get lucky. We might go from the first black president to our first gay and female. Although Barack has his own, you know. All right, we've had a bisexual black president. Now we're going to our first female lesbian president. It's like 2 in 1. All right, we really should vote for Hillary,
She would never like legitimately come out though.
You think Bernstein Bears is gonna win it?
Bernie.
I don't know what you're
Bernstein Bears.
I don't know. What's Bernstein Bears?
What's next to Velveteen Rabbit? What are you gonna bring?
Let me ask you guys something. If you had 2 gay guys going to Key West, from Miami to Key West, and then you had a lesbian couple going from Miami to Key West, who would get there first? The lesbians or the gay guys? You take a minute.
There's a math joke or like a
No, not all.
depends on how fast they're driving.
Anybody? The lesbians, because they'd get there like lickety split.
Hey-oh!
I'm gonna put my nutsack on your drum set.
I like lesbians though.
Bernie
Okay.
Sanders, is he gonna win it? What's the conspiracy?
No, see, Bernie Sanders, come on.
got
He's
no
like Ron
chance.
Paul. Good guy, but they're going to, like when Ron Paul, he won Iowa at the last election, Ron Paul, but they screwed the results on Ron Paul. Like, it's controlled, it's a fix. Bernie Sanders, like Trump, they're entertainment. Like, hey, look, you got a choice here. And then who are those 2 little dark lords in the back? Hillary Clinton and Jeb. I'm boring as all shit Bush, but my father is the arch devil for the past 50 years who's killed Bob Marley, John Lennon.
That's a conspiracy.
All right? He's not going to let... My daddy's going to get me into that office. You know why? Because my daddy deals so much cocaine in South Florida that he had to kill Barry. This is South Florida. You want to hear a good South Florida conspiracy?
I'm not sure why you were whispering that whole time. It's like,
He really means it. No,
It's
he has
true,
a
man.
lot of passion in it.
I was like, tell us how you feel.
All right, well, what's your
South
your
Florida?
reference?
This is good South Florida.
Tell us about Herbert
It's a
Walker
conspiracy.
Bush. That's the one
Herbert
you
Walker
had
Bush. All right, back in the 80s when Miami was getting flooded, you know, the Scarface days with Coke, Senior was president. That hillbilly, Bill Clinton, was the governor of Arkansas. So the CIA was dumping all the Coke in Mena, Arkansas. Bill and Hillary were taking care of that shit. All that Whitewater real estate deal that, she was selling swampland. They were laundering the CIA drugs through the Whitewater land deal. So when they were threatening Hillary with fake land deals, she knew, like, we're going to say you're laundering drug money. Anyway, Barry Seal used to fly. Tom Cruise is making a movie. His next movie, he's playing Barry Seal. So Barry Seal used to fly all the coke back from South America to here in Arkansas. You know, they take the money, they buy the drugs, they dump the coke in L.A., right, in all the black neighborhoods. Fuck them, fuck the black people. We make money, we take care of the underclass, we keep them down. But what Barry Seal, he had a little insurance policy, because going back in the 80s down here in Miami, the feds were in on the good guys in the feds were watching the drug deals go down. And who did they take pictures of standing outside of an airplane with kilos of coke were coming out? George Bush Jr. and Jeb Bush.
Is that photo on the internet?
You could find that shit on the internet. So Barry Seal had a videotape. He got that videotape from the feds of Jeb and George taking the coke off, and that was his fucking insurance policy. He was working for Daddy, Poppy. That's how Poppy Bush. And the insurance policy lasted a while, but they got him on some bullshit charge, and he went to a halfway house, and he was coming out, and he was in his Cadillac. He was getting out of this parking lot, and they hired 2 Colombians that whacked him in the Cadillac, and they opened up the trunk, and they took his insurance policy. And then one son went down to be president, and now the other son wants to be president. Because,
So that's a lot.
So what? All right. So what are your references to come up with this?
I'm sorry, I didn't know I needed footnotes tonight, man.
I need one reputable
some beer and
source.
some blow.
give me the APA or some shit. Like, don't be like, I read it on a blog. I hate Bush.com. I promise this shit is real.
Where do conspiracy theories? And I'm not saying I don't believe them, because there are a few that do make sense. Don't get me wrong, but I always am skeptical in really absorbing it, because it's like, where do they get their references? It's just speculation.
That's where. Here's the thing. I can't honestly believe that every conspiracy theory is not true, right? Like, sometimes you hear some outlandish shit. Like, that's what tabloids are. They just start saying stuff. Oh, they're gonna do this and that. But they at one point,
it's around the ballpark of the
right.
truth.
But they had the whole Bruce Jenner thing before any real news story came out, right? But maybe they had it wrong about, this person having 3 tits or this. They had a lot of shit was wrong. But at some point, they're like, Bruce is gonna be a chick, and they're like, nah, this guy's an Olympian. Then it was like 8 months later, he was like, I'm gonna be a chick, and I was like, well, what the fuck was that? Like, at some point, you get it right. There's some conspiracy theory that's right. I don't know if it's Illuminati. There's a lot of people who have the whole 9/11 thing is the whole conspiracy.
The moon,
the
man on
Bushes,
the moon
landing, JFK, like
Flat Earth.
sure.
I read an article that some people do still think that the Earth is flat.
Yeah, that's like a new one that's coming back. That
Yeah.
the Earth is flat.
It's like, I know we've seen it from outer space, but I don't
Do you believe
it.
in
That's
that,
a
Josh?
picture.
Like a white girl's ass, right?
Some of them.
Pancake.
There's
flat.
there's some woodies out there now. White girls with a booty. There's some woodies out there now, man. I know
want the
a
Earth to
couple
be like a
personally.
black girl's ass, right? Nice and round.
Look, there's a
Spherically round.
there's a small segment. There's a small segment of black girls who don't have ass, and it's really disappointing.
Really? I never
Yeah.
seen that.
Oh, it happens.
Oh yeah, it happens.
Yeah, it happens.
but it is quite
Do
rare.
you shun them
It's
like
rare.
Hasidic Jews shun people? Who
Kinda. It's like you see him and it's like, hi. He's like, oh shit. And you kind of like look away. You can't make eye contact with him. There's like Jehovah's Witnesses. Like,
You ever notice that Lady Gaga has pancake tits? It really nauseates me. Like when she wears a bustier and stuff like that, she has pancake tits. It's like if she had a baby who sucked out all the flesh from her tits. The worst
the
tits.
fact that she's bisexual overrides the fact that she has no
She's
tits.
bisexual?
I think she's pretty much been open about what she does. Like, what is Poker Face about? Isn't that about her going out on a chick? Isn't that what that song's
No,
about?
I think I saw a conspiracy theory video that Poker Face is about fellatio while the man pokes her face with his penis. Like that's what it's about.
I mean, look, Lady Gaga's
And
more I know.
Seth is
It's always
covering
been
his
about
face.
that life with chicks.
Seth, you don't see like some truth in that?
It's just Poker Face. Dude.
Well, the truth about the fail the poker. I play poker, Jace. I do this is my poker face.
What impression is this? What's happening right now? Who is this?
This guy's a
What
man
happened?
with 1,000 faces.
My name is. You can call me Arturo. Some people call me Jose. Pero you call me what you want to call me. Just don't call me Jose.
You just said some people call you Jose.
No, I say some people call me Arturo. Man, you're trying to be funny.
No, I'm not. I'm trying to figure out who
You're trying to make it. I know what happened here.
Now that we're at the halfway mark, I just want to say that Simply Seth and myself are going to be over at the Flamingo Theater Bar. When's the date?
September 30th.
Flamingo Theater Bar.
That's
Check
your
us
black
out.
bouncer voice. Hey, y'all better come out, motherfuckers, before I come get you.
Wednesday Night Live, hosted by Kyle Grooms.
Take off your hat.
What time will you be there?
The doors are at 8 o'clock. I'll probably be there like at 6:30 or something if you want to hang out, have a beer or two. Happy hours also start at 8 o'clock. $2 drinks. Get all the info over at miamicomedy.com.
That's a plug, people. Boom. That just happened.
That's it. If you want some tickets, you can Instagram me at Simply Seth 100.
You sound like you got some shit
This
in
guy-
life.
If
this
you
guy
have
went
motherfucking
in for
Tickets.
Yes, sir.
Come holler at me. We're going to do some push-ups afterwards. Simply
If you want
Seth.com.
tickets, get on my Instagram.
That sounds sketchy.
Fuck
as
that
fuck.
website.
Simply Seth 100.
Bring some condoms. It's going to be a good night. Like, what's happening, man?
Yes.
There you go.
So let's go back to preferences because I actually like this topic.
a good
Seth,
topic.
I just wanted to ask you, really, like in all honesty, you're half Jamaican, half
No, I'm from New York. You know what I mean? So,
the family. What about the background?
My family's from New York too. I mean, I lived in a lot of places. I've done a lot of traveling. I lived in London for a bit. You know, and I just talk like this here. You know what I mean? I've changed it up a bit since I've been here a bit. You know what I mean? I lived in London for about 98 to 99. Came back here, you know. And then once I arrived here, then, you know, this was pretty good with the ladies for a while. You know what I mean? And then I switched it up again.
Actually,
No, you know, I'm not gonna lie. I actually saw Seth a number of times over when I had an open mic at Moonshine. You've been there, the place, and Simply Seth would just show up with a lovely side piece,
That's what
and
you call them?
they were, and it was like 2 or 3
That could be
times
his
that he
main
shows
chick.
up.
That could be a main chick.
No,
right?
they were different.
No,
They were
but
different.
What is the main chick?
It's like a
There
side
you go.
piece that stays.
It's the one you cheat on.
It's a side piece that you can take pictures with. That's what that is.
We don't cheat. We're gentlemen.
The side piece
course
is the
not.
conspiracy.
Never.
Did your
He's
mother-
like, honey, I love
did
you.
your mother raise you to call women side pieces?
No, only the women that Simply Seth dates.
Whores.
You know one thing though is that I don't attract Asian women. I've always wanted an Asian woman.
Oh, Asian girls are awesome, man.
You know, but
Just
they
let
don't.
me give 'em.
They don't. They
Just
you
let
know,
life
yeah.
give 'em.
They stick to their own. You know, so you.
Yes, it's true.
They
That's
don't.
not true at all, actually.
No, they love black guys.
They do absolutely love black guys.
maybe in California.
I like Asian
Right
girls.
here.
They love
y'all
black
better
guys. They
step-
really don't
step
like
it
white
up.
guys, Asian girls.
The thing is, Chris Cain is part of the Illuminati of people that hook up with.
Listen, man. There's my brother is a Marine, and he was stationed in Japan for like 3 years. And he was like, black dudes are royalty in Japan. He would just walk the streets, and he was just like, not even in uniform. He would just be walking like in a Yankees cap. He'd be like, and they would just like, he's dating a Japanese girl now.
You
But
gonna say Jap?
that's
he
what
dating
it
a
is.
Jap?
Sure. I didn't say it. You did.
I
But-
said white guy said it.
But even from my personal experience, like Asian girls are about that life, man. You just gotta.
Well, Swedish girls love it. You know what I think it's really
You gotta
opposites
seek
attract.
them, I believe.
I,
Like you've got to be on the search repeatedly, because I don't really think you're just
I
gonna
don't gotta-
stumble across them.
you can stumble across Asians like you just go to a Comic Con.
Exactly. You see what I mean? Look at you.
Well, you're there for
Creeping.
yourself. Like
This
they
guy
got
goes to a Comic Con, barely 18.
go in there in the Iron Man suit and
Yeah.
see what the fuck
Yeah,
happens.
exactly.
My grandfather told me he
You
was stumbling
fucking
over like
pervert.
100,000 Asians after they dropped the bomb. Hey, who has the flatter ass? White girls or Asian girls?
Asian girl.
Usually they
Wait, I
Asians.
make you happy.
But
Ooh.
here's the thing, though.
What's
Like,
your name?
Filipino
Chris?
girls. What's happening?
I'm hoping you close.
All right,
599.
we're done here. Filipino chicks are like the black Asians, if you want to call it, if you want to like really be like general about it. So the Filipinos that I've seen tend to be thicker than like I guess some Vietnamese.
Yeah.
or
And they don't really
Korean
count.
chicks.
They don't really count.
They don't really
Asians.
count,
Yeah.
but like they still do
Yeah,
count.
Filipino and Thai, they kind of.
Yeah, because they like black
Thick,
people. They don't really
right?
count.
Yeah.
Yeah, they just yeah.
And
No, you
that's
want
what I
the
fuck
white,
with.
white, like
I
Japanese.
don't
and
want. I don't want
Chinese.
to. I don't want an Asian girl that weighs 82 pounds. Let me put it that way. And she's just like a fucking pencil. I don't want that.
Right.
I want the
what
girl.
do you want?
I want. All right, I want a girl with like
Describe
a.
your bitch, Ken.
All right, what's the Asian girl?
Okay.
I want an Asian girl with like a Lucy Liu face, but like a Scarlett Johansson type body.
Margaret
That's
Cho,
the-
Margaret Cho kind of body.
How about a Serena kind of body?
Oh, well, Serena's a super. There's no Asian girl with a Serena body. Let's call it what it is.
No,
It's not.
I
Man,
saw one.
it's blasphemy.
I saw one when I was at
I don't believe it.
Disney
I'm
World.
lying.
Was no World of Coke, and she had on like the Asian with the socks when they pull the socks
Yeah,
all the
it's
way up,
hot.
and she had on the
Yeah,
thing in
yeah,
a little
athletic.
like sweater,
Right.
the blue sweater, and she had thighs that were thick as my midsection.
Look, I'm sure she was bad. I don't think you realize
no
how
ass,
thick
but-
Serena is. Serena's 5'10", like
Is
a
it true
buck
she's
70.
5'11"?
Is it,
We
Yeah.
talking
is
the
it,
tennis player, Serena?
yeah. Is she dating
That's a
Drake?
man.
Is it true
She's
she's
a-
dating Drake?
I think they are.
yeah, they let her hang
I
out.
saw
She's
something.
a powerhouse, dude. You can't. There's nothing touching Serena. I know millions of black girls, and none of them are touching Serena. Serena's in a league of her own. She's
So
here.
that skinny little Italian girl kicked her ass.
She kicked her out her own ass. I watched
She
that
did?
whole match.
Yeah,
she did.
She had,
Serena beat
she had
herself.
39 unforced errors, dude. She gave it up herself.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
Serena
follow
beat
sports too.
herself.
Boom.
that girl had already booked her ticket to go home.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
and then she got fucking destroyed in the final by
Yeah,
Panetta.
by
So she
Panetta.
was-
Yeah.
Hey, you want to hear a Japanese slur that the Japanese call themselves? This is good. I'm going to say it because my brother was dating this Japanese yoga instructor, and he's like, "Hey, how come you guys you copy well, but you steal American ideas and create?" She's like, "Well, you know what? In school, we're taught to follow and behave, and they call themselves yellow monkeys because they just mimic." Yellow monkeys. So if you want to, Japanese use that on themselves. So feel free,
I would never.
America.
But
You have a
it's
new slur.
But
Yellow
it's the
monkeys.
thing, like monkey in general is like derogatory towards blacks too. So I'm not even gonna even mention a monkey.
watch out with monkey. I know.
Yeah, people like monkeys, but not when you call a person a monkey.
Well, I did date. I don't know if you're really calling it a date.
I
I hung
dated a
out.
monkey one time.
One of those two, but no.
It was an
A
orangutan, but I
an
don't
Asian
wanna get
chick. She
into
was
it.
Chinese, and the problem was that she cooked me a meal, a traditional Asian dish, a Chinese dish, or whatever, and Asian, and it was duck and something else. But for me, I was expecting like Chinese food that we have from a Chinese restaurant, and it wasn't that. And I was a little disappointed. Yes, it was a little shallow of me at the time. I was like 20,
That
but
sounds like racist as fuck.
yeah.
Where's
so,
the compound, bitch?
General Chow's chicken.
so that was pretty much it for me. She couldn't cook.
I bet she could cook, but you didn't cook
Well-
American enough for you.
Yeah, probably right.
This is bad.
She didn't cook fast food enough for you.
Did you,
I make you happy.
Say fucking with Jamaican girls. Be like, what's my Jamaican patty, bitch? Like, I'm making you real
other than
food.
racial preference and body preference, are there any habit preferences?
Feet.
Feet? Oh, okay, that's
Like-
a good
I like-
habit.
She should have them.
Well, that's
a basic
absolutely
requirement.
should have them.
No, go ahead. Say this.
I like nice feet.
Oh yeah, so that's the thing.
I like nice
Like
feet.
nice toes and stuff.
I like
or like
nice
just the skin of the feet?
everything. If you got like calluses and some other
Do
stuff
you eat?
going
Do
on.
you lick toes?
No, I do not.
No.
Absolutely not. No, I don't. But I
You
when-
thought about it though?
Any-
no,
sound, man.
but when when they rub it up against me, I like soft feet. I don't want them
Yeah,
to. Ah!
yeah. You don't want
you
like
scrapping,
fucking machetes like cutting you up. Like
You
you're not
know.
trying to get a razor.
Access denied.
I like. We're all like we're comics, right? For the most part. So
For the most
obviously,
part. So who's not? Yes.
yeah,
Damn.
well, you're not funny. You're just a dude talking. This is awkward as fuck. So sense of humor is like ultimate, but I like the girl I'm talking to have
Tits.
nice. Actually, that's
Yes!
that important. But I like them to have.
Whoa.
What's happening with this chair, dude?
That chair's gone, I think.
Because
Hope it's in the budget, Manny.
Yeah, sure. Just leave a tip on your way out.
you get to stand up the rest of the show. That's your punishment. But I like women that have their own sense of humor, right? I think that's a beautiful thing where they can make me laugh.
Right.
Because our job is to make people laugh. And if I could chill with you and we're watching a TV show and you say something witty or really cool and it makes me laugh, I'm like, that, I fuck with that. It's like,
So you're looking for bitches who you could steal material from, and you
I want a
who
girl,
are talented orally.
I want a girl that can. All right.
The,
I want a girl who's like, not necessarily I want to steal her material, but I feel like I can never talk to a girl who's just dry. Right? Like, even if like I tell her a joke, she's like, that's really funny. Like, that would be the quickest fucking X Fact. I'm done, son.
You're
It's
out.
a wrap. Easy.
Yeah. When
Yeah,
they come
that or
off,
you would have
when
to-
they come off shallow or entitled, I think that is one of the biggest turnoffs any woman could ever do.
Like, the ones that like,
Because there's no
bougie and
connection.
kinda-
It's like even if you would even if I wouldn't have a chance to hook up with you, the fact that you don't have the human touch is just a turn off. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know
Yeah,
when
it's
some
pulling
girl
oats
is like,
in.
I have a vagina, so I win no matter what. And when I get that vibe, that's I don't know, my dick gets soft. It's weird.
And I also like a woman that's willing to spend some money on me. Take me out. Take me to
trying to
dinner.
be kept.
Yes. No, not necessarily, but it's like, if I'm investing in you, then I need you to invest in me. This is not all about me.
Nice.
It's about us.
Right.
So if I can use my money, spend my money to take you out, then I want that same type of
Reciprocation.
Absolutely.
I like to be kept. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm a young dude, man.
What are you doing with a Jewish first name? You're anything but like Jewish.
Well, I gotta tell you. Let me tell you about the Jewish side of me.
Please,
All
tell
right.
me.
I don't have one, but I gotta tell you. There we go.
Tried the gefilte.
Like a filter fish.
What's up? I mean, come on. That shit looks like a dead corpse in a jail. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
I've never
I'm
eaten
sorry.
it.
No, I'm not about that life.
You know?
Never tried the gefilte.
I know
I had
you tried
hummus
it.
earlier today, ironically, but never the gefilte.
Hummus is
fish.
delicious. I have hummus most days.
And what's up with Hasidic Jews? Don't you think they need to shower more when you look at them?
Jesus.
I mean, I know God said no pork, but I'm sure he's okay with soap.
Change the topics from the city. Listen, man, the Jewish
Come on, man, they're
the
all
Jewish-
rumpled.
The Jewish
Don't
community
get
is the
an iron.
strongest community
Iron
in
that
this
shit.
country, dude. Like the Jewish community and the gay community are the two strongest communities in this country.
Hollywood.
Well,
You don't want to piss them
They
off.
run shit.
Right.
We're in Miami. Jewish people run a lot of Miami. I would never even. I love Jewish people. I hope they got that.
So that right there is gonna get Chris Cain booked for another 5 shows with that one comment.
Yes.
Bill Clinton.
He loves
I
the
love
Jews.
Jewish.
How do you
Yom
feel about
Kippur.
Arabs? Say you hate them, you're gonna have a career in Hollywood right after you walk
I would
out
never
the door.
listen. I think it's a lot of stuff, right? Like I was listening to someone, I don't know who was talking about it, but let's say there's 100 million of them, right, in the world. That's a rough estimate. There's a percentage of them that are radical, right? We know who they are. They are video, they've blown shit up.
Sure, they work for the CIA.
Right. But there's an overwhelming majority of them that aren't. Right? But let's say like if 10% of them are, that's still like 10 million that are. And that's like a weird thing, right? So just like there's a lot of black people incarcerated, right? But this has been a thing since the dawn of time. But not like there are a lot of black people who aren't. Right? So it's like if someone sees me late at night, I can't necessarily be mad at them for like thinking, oh, he's probably one of those because there's a percentage.
Generalization
Sure,
that people
it's,
make.
it's just a quick thing to do. That. Yes, we all do it.
Quick math.
It's quick math. It's like, all right, maybe only 15% of blacks are in jail, but maybe he's one of those 15. He just got out, and fuck, I'm grab my purse.
Right.
Never mind if I have a degree or if I have a white girl in the car.
Well,
It's
that
like,
little
honey, who's that over there?
Tattoo of the
Teardrops.
under your eye is
The
really-
teardrops is I clench my wallet when I see a teardrop. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm like, this guy's gonna get me. I know what that means. You gonna murder somebody? Yeah, it is.
Well, what do you guys think about I forget his name, but the kid that brought the clock over.
Baby.
No, not that guy.
Oh, that skinny little. He brought the clock.
Ahmed.
Yeah.
And he did you see?
Yeah,
how
that
the
was-
clock
I-
looked?
I
I
didn't
mean,
see
it
the
looked
clock.
like
It looked like a bomb.
Bomb, man.
Don't
Hey, look at this clock. I mean, it looks like a fucking bomb.
don't. I mean, please don't make fun. That nice. Don't do that. Don't do that.
Yes,
Yes,
this kid is fucking genius. How long a clock's been around? For like 800 fucking years. He brought a
yeah,
clock in?
yeah, with all those wires sticking. I mean,
Why was he making a clock? Did he not know you can buy those, or is it a super clock?
Well, the
What kind
thing
of clock
the
is
thing was that he brought it to his teacher, who because this is an engineering class or something like that. He brought it to that teacher as to say, look what I've done, and that was the teacher that told him in. So you would think that teacher would have said, he knew his stuff. Apparently, he was probably a sub. He didn't. Know
I
his
didn't
stuff.
teach you how to build a clock like
And
that.
and
Cover
so,
those wires
you know.
up.
well, all right.
That's a bad teacher or a really good one.
The way the clock looked, if a white kid were to present it, would you believe that it would still be suspicious of a bomb?
No, no, because
It's a
Come
white
on,
kid.
it's-
It's a
the
white
fact,
kid.
the fact you have to
Racism is
ask the
gonna-
question is like that's the answer, right? If someone's like, "Hey, is this gay?" and followed by a super gay statement, like
Alright,
you have to ask that question.
If you were an
have to ask that
engineer
question.
teacher and a white kid
white
presented
girl.
you,
Taylor Swift came in
perfect,
with
yeah,
that
Taylor
girl.
Swift
would
showed
never make a
up.
bomb. She loves America, but hates 21-year-old dudes because they all treat her wrong. Apparently,
fuck. Can we
Not only
just
would you
fuck
reject
Taylor
her
Swift?
advances, but if she were to bring, but if
that's 6 foot, 102 pound. No, never.
but if she were to bring you something that looked like that, would you be suspicious?
Only if it.
Finally,
I didn't know if I
was
could
waiting
use
for
that.
Somebody to hit the symbol.
I was like, does it work?
No, come on. He was a skinny Muslim kid. Listen to me. Racism isn't going to end until there's no humans left on the earth. So skinny Muslim kid walks in with a clock that looks like a fucking bomb. Run! Don't be I'm not racist, man. I'm gonna love you. Fuck that! Run!
Hello, teacher.
When you find out it's not a clock, then you're like, hey, I'm cool with you, man. That's all right.
Apologize
teacher.
later. Live now.
Look what I made for you, teacher. Look what I made for you to go tick tick tock. This product is the bomb. No, I don't mean bomb. I just mean very nice. Don't worry.
Well, I mean, there's a lot of people that think that it was done on purpose so that it can be blown up in the press, and which it did.
That's a
and
conspiracy
then you
theory.
get
I could
he
believe
got
something like
invited first class over to the White House, and then he's now getting like a scholarship or a grant.
It's all about division. Like the cops, it's crazy, right, Ken? Right?
Yeah.
So as a stand-
Do you think
Cops
cops
are
have been
crazy?
treating
Yeah.
black people bad like for decades, or they've only been treating them bad now that cameras have been invented and are everywhere?
The first time it really got put on a big screen was Rodney King thing, right? That was like in 92, and I was a baby then, but I've seen footage and talked to parents and older people, and that was when people were like, but black people were like, yeah, this has always kind of
Every
been the
day.
case, like, but y'all just were. I mean, at one point, you go back to the 70s, like it was on cameras, they were hosing black people down. That was cool. And then like we started integrating, and people thought it just went away, but it's like 10, 15 years ago, it was legal for them to just walk around with a hose and a dog and sick them on it. So why would you think it would just dissipate overnight? Like this has always been a reality. I think this is why I believe the same thing with like the whole Muslim thing. I think there are way more good cops than bad cops, but no one wants to see a good cop pull a guy over and say, you're speeding, but I'm gonna let you go. Oh, that's not a sexy story.
You know what? You were
The sexy
speeding,
story
black
is,
man.
I'm gonna pull you out through your
I love
glass,
Marvin
stomp
Gaye.
you out.
Can you imagine if a cop? Can you imagine if a cop was honest and like explained this prejudice to you?
Right.
It's like, look, you're going real fast. You're black. I do like Marvin Gaye.
It's like I'm gonna let you go.
Let you pass.
Only because that song's got me a lot of ass.
I got pulled over. I got pulled over.
Shots fired.
I got pulled over 2 weeks ago in Wilton Manors. Yeah, and the cop asked me to step out of the car.
Wilton Manors?
Yeah, and I stepped out of the car. He's like, "Well, I'm gonna search you now because I gotta see if you have any weapons on you." And he searched me, and he just kept searching
Did
me.
he really search you?
He searched me, and he said,
Well, I said you have a very nice chest.
He
Seth.
said, "Is that a roll of quarters in your pocket?"
It's like, let me hear your heartbeat. It's like a techno beat going on. That shit's ridiculous. It's a weird thing though. It's like I get it. I think there's probably just as many videos of cops beating up on white people. And Latin people too. It's just like the black one seems to be that's the most polarizing
When
one.
I was 16, I was in a bar fight in Brooklyn, right? So 16, I'm drinking, and there's certain bars you could drink, and the guys that were older in the bar were like 25. Who, when you're 16, you think they're fucking ancient. They're 25. So we got into a fight, and somebody called the cops. So they lined us all up in front of the bar, and I'm like, and like there's like 4 cop cars. I'm like, this is bullshit. I go, we'll get arrested for a bar fight. So I took off and I ran. So I'm running down a service road, and the cop runs after me. So white kid, white cop. Then I'm running down. I'm like, why am I running away? It's only a bar fight. So I stop. Yeah. So, you make a cop work. Forget about it. He goes, get up against that fucking wall. So, spread him. So I was up against the wall. And he took his flashlight and boom, he just slammed it into my balls. And I went,
One tough sucker.
I'm waiting all day to drop that sound. I'm going to drop it. Blah!
I dropped like a sack of potatoes. And then he was bringing his foot back to kick me in the fucking stomach. Yeah. And my buddy ran up, whose father was a cop. And code in New York, if you ever want to get away with anything, up until a bank robbery, he's like, hey, whoa. My father's on the job. On the job. That's how you get away with it. So he's like, yeah? He's like, yeah. He's like, he's a fucking asshole. So, part of it, it is racism, but part of it, cops don't want to fuck. I was a white kid, white cop.
You were resisting arrest.
Resisting arrest.
That's the realest
shit. So they
you cops want to
run. I'm going to have to kick your ass now.
Is the problem that black people are too fast?
So
black
that's
people make cops run
because,
all the time, and so cops are always having to fight black people. Is that what you're trying to say?
Yes.
Is that what you're trying to say? Because that's kind of a compliment and an insult.
Right.
Damn it, you saying it's fast.
Black people are fast, but in America, they're not fast enough.
No, you can never outrun like a whole squadron of cops, but you can make
not
one.
Bullets.
You can. No, bullets they're faster than any person. I don't know if it's being overblown, but I feel like if you look for something hard enough, you can find it. Right? Like if I wanted to find a girlfriend, like if I can go to all the wrong places, I can find a girl to kind of boo up. Doesn't mean it's right or wrong, but like
boo.
Boo up? Is that a new one? Boo up?
That's not new to black people. That's
new
to
to white guy.
That's new to you.
Imagine if I was in the bar, hey baby, I want to boo you up. Shut up, white boy.
It's like, nah, man. Like, hey man, Jay coming out. Nah, man, he booed up. Like, we just keep it moving. You know what I'm talking about?
Yes.
Right. It's not a big deal, but I feel like now
our sound man, he's like the fucking ice man. Look at him, man.
It's like
he's got all this funny shit, and he's just fucking serious. I like it.
That's it. He know his shit. I like that.
Like, I feel like what's gonna happen now is like there'll always be these videos that come out because how many cops are there per city, per state? Like this, cops all over the place, right? All you need is one cop
to fuck up
a week to keep this shit going. To fuck up, to have it like the cop could have had a bad day. You don't know what preceded most of what happens in these videos, right? It's kind of like spliced.
These white cops, they have wives who have no asses.
That's a
pancake
big problem.
asses,
They chose
right?
that woman,
and
though.
then you black people, you got all the ass. You got ass until tomorrow.
You can go get a black chick. What's stopping them?
Your women are sticking your big black asses in their white cops' faces, and they're like, you know what? My wife has no ass. Stop showing off your asses, black people. Cut the white people a break sometimes. You got nice asses. We got no asses. No asses we got.
There are white girls with ass, man. You gotta look around more.
Yeah, I don't know.
But
yes, there are girls with mom
But
butts,
as much as they don't like black folks and try to lock them up and incarcerate them and put them away, white folks, generally speaking, always try so hard to be like black folks. Now they're getting the injections in the booty.
Speaking of which,
they want
yourself,
baby.
Simply Seth.
All this kind of stuff, man. And it's
Culture's
like,
dope, man.
it's like, even what's that lady, that Ziggy Azalea, whatever,
Iggy's got ass. That's what
she's from Australia, right?
She's
all right,
accepted
but
because
does the
she has-
illusion of that ass
But if
work
you
work for you?
If you listen to her lyrics and her songs, she's talking
is that
about
real
black
fake?
stuff there.
I'm under the impression that's her real ass. She's fucking dating a bad Laker player.
So what you're
she
saying
did-
is
she
you're
did
using your
exactly the right
imagination.
thing.
You're using your imagination to the point where you want to believe that's 100% genetic ass.
Whatever.
Listen, there are white girls who have amazing asses. Like she's dating Swaggy P, who plays for the Lakers, right? He's 6'8" black dude. He can get pretty much whatever girl he wants. I'm a 6'8" Laker player. You know who I am. You can go walk around LA and just scoop bitches. He chose her. Yeah, I'm sure there's plenty of black girls and Latin girls who are like, oh my god, you're tall as fuck, you're black, and you play for the Lakers. Like he has no game to spit. I'm tall as shit with tats. I play ball.
End of
story.
story.
You see me dunking with Kobe? That's me. End of story. So if he chose her, I'm thinking the ass has to be real.
I've tried to learn to be a little bit different. When I came down here,
That's a good logic you got there.
I think it's sound logic. You've seen enough fake asses to know what's real and fake now.
Learning a little Espanol. You know, you gotta learn Espanol when you come down. If you want a Latin chick, you gotta learn Espanol. Because when I came here, like I was on farmers.com for some time.
Farmersonly.com?
Yeah, and then so what I realized I wanted some Spanish, some rice and beans, a roast con pollo. So when I see the Spanish ladies, I say "Cómo está usted, amigo? Gracias."
Gracias.
You've got.
So you want to grab my ass, puto? Like,
You got to speak the language, man.
You're welcome.
That's it. Welcome to Miami.
Ay, papi.
This is the thing. Any Latin woman that like says like "papi" to me, they can have whatever they want. It's the thing. I don't know. They could be
Chipotle.
No. It's gotta be like
Chipotle. Manny's taking him to that.
she can work at Chipotle.
We're going all out. Add the $1.50 walk on it.
It's the thing, man. If I'm like, "What's good, mom?" She's like, "Hey, papi." I'm like,
Did you say anybody or any lady?
Any lady.
Oh,
fuck.
okay.
All right, now
I was gonna say I'm hungry.
Don't be on that cop shit.
As a fellow wingman, I mean, Chris Cain and I, we go deep on what the game is like. And do you believe that Netflix and chill is a great way to?
I don't like the phrase.
seal the deal?
I don't like the phrase Netflix and chill. Right. Here's the thing. Back in the day, and this is not even that long ago. When I was in college, which was like 5 years ago, I would invite girls over to watch a movie because we had to buy movies. Right. Netflix was around, but it wasn't balling yet. Hey, you want to come watch a movie? What do you have? I know, Zoolander. Bitches like Zoolander, right? Like 40-year-old virgin, whatever. That kind of shit. But now Netflix is like, you don't have to buy anything. It's an $8 a month membership. So it's like, hey, you want to come over and just chill? And then say, what do you want to do? And it's like, oh, let's put some Netflix on, right? Like, that's how it goes. But when you say, you want to do Netflix and chill, you might as well just say, you want some dick? Because that's what it is, right?
That's why you would say it. It's like,
right, but you don't. The whole point, you want to come and watch a movie is that it's covert.
But
right?
do you know how much money you spent to get her to that point already? Now that was dinner.
$8 a month.
How much money did you spend? See, I know how much money I spent. It was like, hey, you better finish that burger because we about to.
See?
So you're saying, Chris, what you're saying is, if there's a bitch you want,
he calls it tucking him to sleep.
Tucking him to sleep.
Tucking him in.
So instead of going up and just say, "Hey, suck my dick, bitch," you say like, "Hey, let's Netflix and chill."
Yeah,
and you'll have a better percentage.
I would never use that phrase. I'd be like, "Look, you want to come by the crib?"
Oh, a black man would never use that phrase. You want to say, "Listen,
this black man would not."
Chris, how about when you're in the act? You're in the passion. You go
that Netflix and chill work, baby, every time. Every time. It's like Cold 45. It works every time. Nah, man. Like, I would just say, hey, are you free tonight? Yeah, you want to come by and chill?
Check his black card. He's much too polite. Please.
Why? Because I'm not choking you out like fucking Latrell Sprewell over here.
That was revoked about 3 years ago.
It's like the United Nations.
You're not PJ Carlissimo. Like,
black,
bitch,
Latino, and I don't know what's that.
I'm not Ron Artest.
Chris's card was revoked like 3 years ago.
You'll know my life, man. I'm not Ron Artest.
College is bad. It's like a lobotomy. It lobotomizes. Don't go to college, kids. It lobotomizes everybody.
Listen, college is a great time. If you want
so?
to do some Netflix and chill and go to college. Because, hey, that physics test was really hard. Yeah, you want to go back to the crib? Rap. Zero money spent.
$8 a month.
That's fine.
First date should always be
Netflix.
You know the value? That's pussy. Like, come on, man.
The first date.
It's like 20 cents a day. What are we talking about?
Were you an economics major in college?
I'm good with numbers. Manny knows what I'm talking about.
It worked out about 20 cents a day for pussy in college.
Listen, man, you can feed a child in Africa or you can fuck a new girl every day in college.
Listen, everybody's fucking Africa. Fuck the pussy in America.
Oh, my God.
Come on, it's true. Nobody gives a shit about it. Even black people in America don't care about Africa.
Africa doesn't care about us. Like,
right?
They don't,
you see Jay-Z doing anything for Africa? You got Bono running around for Africa. Black people don't care about Africa.
What's he doing in Africa? Just running around his dick out. Just like doing free concerts and shit. You want to get on stage? I want water. I'm trying to live, man.
Well, look, what I'm trying to say is I think telling a girl, would you like to Netflix and chill is a very sincere and proper way.
Proper?
Yeah.
How do you feel about that?
Because what you're saying is like...
Her face is like, he better not ever say that shit to me.
Oh, we Netflix and chill all the time.
Yeah, but you don't call it that. You say you want to chill. You want to go back to the house.
But how much money did you spend?
$7.99
before you got to the Netflix.
And I don't even pay for it.
I also have Hulu Plus. You got double S. I have both. Because there's some things only on Hulu that's not on Netflix, right? So it's like, when I say you want to chill, anything can happen.
You want a Hulu and chill.
But that doesn't sound
See that right
good
there?
at all.
You switch it up. So in closing,
you want to
Spend
chill.
a little money. Blu-ray.
I got Apple TV, man. That's
I've had a blast
Yeah,
for the
Apple's
first
supposed to be
episode,
Apple
guys.
TV.
Well, that time went by fast. We didn't even get to the gym stuff, man. Want to find out about the Royals?
Well, I mean, we were going all out.
Let's push. Is it another show after this?
No, that's it. That's the end of the Brick
go
Wall
an extra
Sessions. The
hour?
very first episode.
Nice.
I want to George over at SoFlowRadio.com. Let's give a round of applause.
Iceman.
I also want to give a thanks to everybody that tuned in and listening to the first episode. A lot of ideas are still brewing. We're going to make this one of the best shows you can hear locally here in South Florida. Check us out at brickwallsessions.com. And, of course, the show is sponsored by the Flamingo Theater Bar. September 30th, Wednesday, 8 o'clock. Go to miamicomedy.com to see the best LOL experience you can see in the city. Yeah! Till next time.
Ayo.